You won't believe this amazing thing. A socially awkward genius got interested in making a rocket just because he heard about it. He talked like a comedian, sharing knowledge until realizing potassium and sulfur were ideal rocket fuels. Homer's rocket team launched. They worked on the rocket nose, mixed fuel, and polished the tip. After a day, their rocket took shape. The key was welding the electrical ring to the base, the perfect link for the combustion chamber and nozzle. But they didn't know how to weld, so Homer snuck into the workshop at night to beg the town's only welding master. After charm and persistence, he succeeded. Finally, the uncle risked getting fired to weld the electrical ring. They cherished it like a new toy. Little did they know, the principal caught them, ready to confiscate the missile-like toy. Luckily, the teacher swooped in and said it was a project for the science exhibition. The principal backed off, not wanting to go again, but the four had no intention of entering any fancy science fair. The teacher revealed that winners advanced to nationals, catch top school's eye, and win big scholarships. Well, Homer was all in instantly. He didn't want a life of digging coal underground. Inspired, they eagerly launched the second test flight, naming the rocket the Wingless Sea Worm, hilariously. After lighting the fuse, the wingless sea worm soared into the sky, but then made a cheeky sharp turn straight towards the mine, leaving Homer. He rushed over to check and found his dad covered in dirt, struggling with his masterpiece. Homer was furious. He severely lectured and warned his dad not to research useless things in the mine, ending up tossing his son's dreams into the trash. Their dreams launched but suffered a heavy blow. Their friends felt despair. What next? Have you forgotten? A voice exclaimed, tension immediately rising in the atmosphere. One of them grabbed him by the name using a wrench, causing an immediate clash between them. But just then, a luxury car rolled up, and the driver asked for directions. The group was stunned. This was a life they had never dared to imagine. Seeing the beautiful woman in the car, they were astonished. Was it too much? Homer clung to the rocket equipment in dismay, and headed alone to a mountain 8 kilometers away. To his surprise, the three friends caught up with him. That man not only broadened their horizons, but also helped them find their life goals. The mountaintop plot became the birthplace of their dream. The group excitedly planted a flag, marking their dream's start, and after days of hard work, built a mini rocket launch base. Word spread, and these 4 goofy kids became the laughing stock at school. The whole town seemed to mock them. But no dreamer gets crushed that easily. Homer asked his dad for cement, but Dad thought rocket researchers were just showing off. Despite his disdainful remarks, he called Homer back as he was leaving, concern creeping in. After fixing the launch pad issue, only the rocket fuel puzzle was left. In chemistry class, the genius had a wild idea. When he mixed potassium chlorate with sugar, triggering a thrilling experiment, and guess what? The ultimate rocket fuel was born. Later that night, Homer sought the uncle for welding help, but learned he was sent to the mines. Dad's revenge? The uncle assured him that his dad was a fair man, looking strict but really forced into it. Plus, mining was a good pay opportunity. Homer had no choice but to beg the uncle to teach him welding, willing to learn no matter how tough. Days passed, and their third launch began, attracting a black uncle and his son to watch. This boosted their confidence. The new fuel made the rocket incredibly powerful. After tens of meters, it abruptly turned 180 degrees, zooming toward the uncle. Homer was horrified. Homer nervously rushed over to apologize, but the uncle excitedly said, "That thrill just brought back my flying days." Turns out the uncle was a WW2 pilot. Thanks to his experience, he quickly pinpointed the issue. The intense heat from the combustion chamber melted the electrical ring, causing the rocket to go off course. But the solution was simple, just switch to high-temp special steel. However, that material was pricey, so the guys resorted to an old iron rail for money. They eventually managed to tear off a section of the rail with immense effort, and to their surprise, successfully traded it for high-temperature steel. The turning issue was finally sorted, but a new problem popped up. Every launch ended in explosions. The genius suspected there were air bubbles in the fuel, which turned into small chambers and caused a bang. After finding the problem, Homer added pure alcohol to the fuel, creating a new liquid propellant. After so many setbacks, success should come this time. No more explosions. So they invited the teacher to watch the launch, only to find the site swarmed with townsfolk. Turns out Homer's brother leaked the news on purpose, wanting everyone to come and watch his brother's joke. Fortunately, this time the rocket vaporized and soared into the sky in an instant. Amidst the dazzling sparks and smoke, it shot into the clouds, turning past cheers into thunderous applause. Even the renowned rocket expert Dr. Braun sent Homer a personally signed photo, warmly congratulating him on his remarkable achievement. Absolutely fantastic. Friends, share in this excitement, and make sure not to forget to subscribe to our channel as well. Our job is to educate kids to read rather than let them chase unrealistic dreams. I have to, Turner, I just can't understand. After improvements, the rocket kept soaring higher and higher. They became well known locally, with newspapers dubbing them the Rocket Kids, a beacon of hope for the future of space travel. Even the girl Homer had a crush on came over to ask for his autograph.